Evoking the mood of an Olympian epic, Attack on Titan chronicles the struggle of humanity against the overwhelming terror of the Titans. With the very first episode that aired way back in spring 2013, the series carved a niche for itself in the anime universe. Every moment since has left us wide-eyed and dumbstruck. And that's exactly why for today's video, we'll be recounting all those amped-up, explosive scenes that make Attack on Titan one of the best dark fantasy anime to date. This is ViniiTube bringing you the top 10 Attack on Titan showcases of power. Starting with one of Eren Yeager's finest moments, we have his coordinate reveal at number 10. At a point where the rescue mission to retrieve him has all but fallen, Eren faces the Smiling Titan, the same monster that ate his mother in the assault on Shiganshina. Facing his greatest enemy but unable to transform, Eren lets out a desperate scream of defiance and punches the Titan, triggering a strange pulse of energy through all the Titans present. Answering to his rage, the pure Titans attack the Smiling Titan and devour it. It's not just a showcase of power, this moment brings to light the all-important fact that Eren, apart from being the Attack Titan, also holds the powers of the Founding Titan. It marks an important victory for the Survey Corps and closure for Eren and Mikasa after having walked the path of vengeance for 5 years. Next up at number 9 is Levi's reunion with his estranged uncle Kenny the Ripper in a good old-fashioned shootout. Levi's dealt a bad hand, surrounded by men with shotguns, but the only man capable of keeping pace with him is Kenny. The revelation of the Ackerman heritage as Imperial Guards impervious to the Founding Titans' memory-erasing powers explains to an extent their superior combat skills. This clash stands out for its perfect choreography, which is far from the usual human-Titan clashes. But can mere men hope to stop the raging inferno that is Levi? At number 8 is the Beast Titan's introduction that left us all with a slew of questions. Survey Corps squad leader draws the short end of the stick when he encounters the giant ape-like Titan. While it's pretty clear that the latest threat is controlled by a human Titan shifter like Eren, this is our first look at a Titan capable of speech. With the revelation being terrifying enough to make anyone's blood run cold, 2 important clues do go unnoticed. The Beast Titan's interest in the ODM gear proves that he isn't from Paradise, and his ability to command Titan sounds an awful lot like Eren's. Of course, these questions have since been answered. With his insane pitching action, the Beast Titan's introductory scene can be counted amongst the freakiest entrances. Up a notch now at number 7, it's the Beast Titan's Judgment Day at the hands of Levi Ackerman in the Forest of Giant Trees. Zeke Yeager, aka the Beast Titan, makes a foolproof plan to escape the Survey Corps' custody by getting the troops drunk on wine laced with his spinal fluid. A Titan with royal blood, Zeke is capable of transforming humans who've drunk the wine into pure Titans. Levi watches aghast as his subordinates turn into mindless abnormals. The sheer number of them would have been daunting for the most seasoned veterans as well as for entire squadrons. But this is Levi we're talking about here. Face to face with such a tragedy, one would expect him to give in to the despair, which is exactly what Zeke's counting on. But the calm Levi, in all of his sadness, doesn't flinch from cutting his former comrades down. And when he catches up to Zeke, the gore goes through the roof. Despite being a bloodfest, this scene gets comical when Zeke's expression changes from smug overconfidence to sheer terror at the sight of the pursuing Levi. Now, if one Ackerman isn't enough, we have Eren's demon bodyguard Mikasa Ackerman at number 6, showing the Jaegerists that she's not the one to be messed with. Following the initiation of the rumbling, Mikasa storms the port to find the Azumabito flying ship, their last hope to stop Eren from genocide. She's up against the Jaegerists, the rebel military faction under Eren that's taken full control of Paradise. Mikasa doesn't have an easy attack. She's leading a ragtag team that's far from battle ready, especially as they're now fighting fellow humans and friends. Surely it's a mad and desperate mission, but Mikasa's strength is indisputable as she mows down her former colleagues like a goddess of war. Unlike the earlier days, she doesn't lose her cool when the mission concerns Eren. What's more, she inspires her motley crew to fight with resolve and courage. Visually, this battle stands out for the way Mikasa moves under a rain of blood. Surely a worthy candidate to take on the mantle of humanity's next strongest soldier, Mikasa doesn't let down her Ackerman legacy. In the 5th spot, we have Levi once again, and this time he literally makes the female Titan cry. Having bitten Eren out of his attack Titan, the female Titan makes a dash for it. To her misfortune, she has the ruthless Ackerman pair directly at her heels. Even after losing his closest squad members in the most brutal ways possible, Levi doesn't show any weakness. Using Mikasa as a decoy, he cuts up the female Titan, bringing her down instantly. Levi treats us to yet another action masterclass. The speed at which he slashes the Titan is blinding, giving her no time to harden her skin. Mikasa herself, as an accomplished fighter, can only gape at Levi's prowess. A through-and-through leader, Levi has every reason to hate the female Titan for squashing his subordinates to their untimely deaths, but he's always clear-headed, passing up on the opportunity to capture or kill the Titan in order to safely rescue Eren. It's no wonder why the military trusts him to keep an eye on Eren, humanity's last hope. For number 4, we go all the way back to Levi's past in the subterranean city under Wall Cena. As Levi completely loses his sanity on seeing his friends' dismembered corpses, we can safely say that this moment is the birth of humanity's strongest soldier. Levi's first Titan kill is an abnormal, and not many would be able to boast of such a feat. What follows is a gruesome and tragic moment in a young boy's life that could have scarred him forever. But the night always gives way to the day, as Levi finds in Erwin a commander, confidant, and role model to follow for an eternity. In turn, Levi grows up to be one of the most capable officers under Erwin, and a valuable asset to humanity. Next, we have Hanji's last stand. So our group was immediately in the path of the rumbling as it began its uncontrolled rampage. At that point, Hanji decided to take action to ensure the group's survival because Flock had damaged their means of escape and the rumbling was drawing near. In an effort to slow them down, Hanji charged forward without hesitation and took down one colossal titan after another by making the most of her 3D maneuvering equipment. Sadly though, everything comes to an end since the heat was too much for her to bear. Then we witness Hanji leaving this world in a blaze of glory, battling to the very end with unyielding determination and no sign of regret in her eyes. It was a sad yet badass moment which Attack on Titan fans will never forget. In the runner-up spot, we have a painful memory and the first of many humbling moments for Zeke Yeager. Levi is truly a one-man army. With no trees essential for using the ODM gears effectively, he takes on the impossible challenge of bringing down the hateful enemy on level ground. And boy can Levi move, propelling himself forward as he slays the line of Titans flanking Zeke. Probably the fastest among the scouts, Levi incapacitates the Beast Titan and rips out Zeke in a matter of seconds. One of the most satisfying showcases of power in a series that doesn't lack in such displays. This one stands out more as retribution for the loss of an entire generation of recruits, and especially Paradise's brightest mind, Erwin Smith. With this attack on the Beast Titan, Levi's notoriety reaches far and wide as we see in the raid on Liberio. now it's time to unveil our winning entry, the Rumbling. As Eren ends the founder Ymir's 2,000 years of slavery, he finally takes control of the founding Titan's powers completely. The spectacle of the parasitic creature, which took hold of Ymir all those centuries ago and now connects Eren's head, leaves one aghast, as does the sight of the resolute walls of Paradis crumbling and the millions of colossal Titans once held within marching in unison at the beck and call of the world's most unpredictable man. The Eren we saw is now in the Doomsday Titan, intent on destroying the world. As he shrugs off the destruction left in the wake of the Rumbling as a necessary sacrifice, we see that the innocence Eren possessed has long been extinguished. While it is sad to see, it's hardly surprising. I mean, if we go back to the very beginning, there were telltale signs that pushing a young boy so far down the road of no return would only really have tragic consequences. As expected, Eren ultimately snaps back with a display of power that nobody else can trump.
これが自由だ!
If you haven't already liked, subscribed and clicked on the notification bell, then you might find the Rumbling at your door as well. But jokes aside, do let me know what you thought of the video and leave your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time.